This year, Clash of Kings developers strike even harder. Prepare to war. New enemy has begun. Sneaky, stronger, ruthless. Only one enemy worst of all, your real enemy. Clash of Kings developers, they will make whatever to push you to spend even more money this year. Prepare to fight against these animals. Join our legion and stop wasting your money. Don't throw your money away hoping to get some goods. One less spender every day will weaken them, and then they might consider balancing the game for non-spenders.
Hello guys and welcome back. I've survived on the new year. Sorry to make you wait so long after last video, but this video shoot didn't get finished in time as I planned to. But everything looks good except one thing that I heard about. As old moderator, I got plenty of mails close their rank resets, so I asked some screenshots and seen by my own eyes, yes, everyone rank got reset after New Year. Just one question. Is it another way to make profit or get people hate devs even more? Not a single warning was given, and that's not surprising me. And I've seen so many rage quit in this past 2 weeks, and I gotta say, if this is devs' way to improve this game more, they are going in very wrong direction. There has been lots of talks after my video and many questions people has asked to clarify some things and doubts. I have received plenty of feedback, positive and negative, which is good. And first things first. About my earlier video, I was discourse about the game cheaters, help and support, mod management and devs manipulation, but there is much more I like to talk about. I want to clarify first thing. I'm not trying to make you to believe in me, and my full video is collection of pure provided screenshots and materials I have been collecting since day one. First I thought they were funny things, but then after a year I realized how bad things are for real. This doesn't feel like a game anymore. It has turned on something else. This is more like a bad version of blackjack. What will get you lose every single time. Help and support. People send their issues, but it's so rare to receive any good reply anymore. If you send more than one report in one time of any glitch or so, they don't bother to reply, or it's some comment, "We are so sorry for your loss, blah blah blah." During killing event, bugs show up more than usually. Shields get fall down, recalls don't mind work at all, and also seen a few times a while back that even troops wanted skill didn't work. My losses were so minimal that I didn't bother to make a report on help and support to bother devs so tight and so limited working time. A friend of mine made quite a big power loss because recall button didn't react anyhow on clicks. In same time he faced another glitch, what was probably caused by game. His screen went so crazy and in one moment was looking like phone video card was melted off, but he also showed me that his screen was just fine after he closed and restarted the game. Any other application never did the same thing, but help and support didn't mind to comment anyhow, but apologized that troops lost and didn't compensate like ever. Help and support is just like a Clash of Kings lucky wheel. You got the worst rewards and it's decided for you. About the game lucky wheel, I have heard a lot of complaints about it. That it turned into bullshit, it's giving constantly. just shit, and wasting dragon copper comes expensive to trying to get anything good of it. It's not a kinda lucky wheel if it's manipulated to give you trash, or what do you think? Everyone remember that awesome lucky wheel when it showed up first time. It was the coolest thing ever in the whole game. Good gold rewards and advanced boards and stuff. But then I thought lucky wheel should be random spin. There was plenty of mod mails about lucky wheel only, and don't know what was the problem, but I wasted 85k dragon copper to catch one golden box, and inside that box was also worst rewards ever, so I didn't bother to open more than few to save dragon coins to next round. Another 80k copper wasted, and the best price was 5 times 20 gold. Now when I see what modders have to endure, I really pity them because their leader has turned into bitch mode. And so selfish. She don't care anything else but herself. Long time ago, players and crewmates was the most important thing in the management. To help them, whoever needed one. But now, what I have seen, Esmod got lost her mind and got fall in the deepest bottom, and there is no return back. I have seen lots of insane attacks and castle powers. Game is really out of balance because of cheaters and because of developers has screwed even more to let this to happen. Totally madness and absurd that I had 2 years old account and constantly training troops, and the biggest loss I made was only 200k troops in one time, but when I left I had still left 2.5 million troops. So I'm wondering how the hell these people are able to have like 35 million troops. 35 maybe. But how the hell 150 million troops? Because over 1 billion castle power is more like 150 million troops. I received this unexpected paddle report, and I'm thinking if this is possible even if game glitched. That high troops loss can be caused only by zero attribute effect, and because player was Chinese, he probably get good compensation about it. Long time ago, when I got some doubts that someone was cheating, I asked a very important question from developers considering game purchase limits, and they said there are limits, and it was around 1200. What makes it so hard to get power high in very short time? But few moments ago I also heard that Chinese don't have limits at all, what will make it a lot different. Just if you get money enough, you can make it in a very short time your castle power very high. But somehow I got this very odd feeling, if Chinese players got no limits and they are favored by devs because they are country citizen, for sure they also have a lot cheaper gold packs, and in fact there is a lot talks about it in YouTube, same as in Facebook. And one last thing I wanted to bring up, purchase packs. Every country has just so different value for these gold packs. For example, Europe versus Australia Clash of Kings players has big difference in gold packs. Even numbers are different, but value should be the same, but it's not. Around a year ago between Europe and American, gold packs has some 27 cents difference in gold packs, while Americans paid for cheapest 0.99 US dollars, Europe players paid 1.26 euros. 27 cents is not much in one time for real, but when you get on higher and higher, difference rise up, and it make it quite unfair. Prices should be global, so this is one good example why I feel that Chinese get half cheaper than other players. I'm truly sorry for them who lost their money, wasted their time, and whoever suffered of these problems. I've spent 2 years in this game, and over half of the time I was trying to save the sunken ship, but I failed. I wish you good luck. Fox signing off.